Right, so welcome everyone. Hello, my name is Jason Gorenstein and this is our Hatha Yoga Level 1-2 class. Very nice to see you all here. I hope that you're having a very nice Friday. Hopefully you're having a nice Friday. Time is just 12 p.m. and we're beginning our live streaming yoga class. So we do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. on Facebook Live at Yoga with Jason G. You'll see the little handle right there. So if you want to find me at Yoga with Jason G, just type it into Facebook and you can find me there. So without further ado, let us begin. And we are going to begin in lying down on our backs and allowing our breath to be long and slow. So just starting in a Shavasana-like posture. Breathing in here. Good. So just begin to notice your breath, noticing your inhalations and your exhalations through the tips of the nostrils. And breathing in here. Alright, so as you continue to breathe, just lengthen the leg out. Allow the palms to face the ceiling. Close the eyes and breathe here. So allow the breath to travel down into the back body. Allow the shoulders to be releasing down on the mat. Feel the center chest lifting. Allow the tailbone to lengthen back towards the heels. You'll walk the shoulders under so that the collarbones rather spread wide apart. You'll see that the trapezius muscles move away from the ears here as the sternum lifts up towards the chin. That's it. As you exhale, feel a softness happening at the top of the rib cage here. And continuing to feel that softness, begin to take the feet to a flexed position. So that means that the toes face the tops of the knees. Inhale, draw the right knee into the chest. As you draw the right knee into the chest, draw both shoulders down to the mat. Begin to feel the elbows releasing down to either side of the hip bones. And breathing into the chest here. Good. And as you exhale, you're going to hug your left knee into the chest as you extend that right leg on forward. So left knee hugs into the chest, and we take Ekapada Apanasana on the opposite side. Now as you take this pose, allow the elbows to hug in. Firm the outer hips in. Allow the left hip to draw towards the right thigh. That's it. As you exhale here, bring both knees to a bent position and hug both knees in here. We're going to release the left foot down again. We're going to take the right foot, grab hold of a strap, and place a strap directly over the ball of the foot. Or just under the ball of the foot, rather. Inhale, float the right leg up towards the ceiling. As you float the right leg up towards the ceiling, begin to feel both shoulders retracting back into the shoulder sockets. The center chest lifts up. Now allow the right outer hip to draw towards the left ball of the foot. Continue to see that the right leg is lengthening as well, all the way up to the right heel. Now, if you'd like, you can lengthen that left leg all the way forward and flex the left foot here so that the left thigh is heavy. Once again, bend into that left knee, release the right leg down, take hold of the left foot, and place a strap over the ball of the left foot. Extend the left leg up towards the ceiling here. So as you extend that left leg up towards the ceiling, see that the outer left hip wraps towards the right ball of the foot. Begin to draw both shoulders. Allow them to draw towards the side ribs. Good. Now continue to lengthen through that left leg here and begin to extend your right leg on forward. Right leg extends forward to the front of the mat. Both shoulders draw in towards the side ribs. Allow the center chest to lift up towards that left foot. Flex the left foot, flex the right foot. Feel the left hip drawing away from you. Good, and once again here, right knee draws to a bent position. Left knee draws to a bent position. Release the left foot down again. Take the strap, place the strap in the right foot. Extend the right leg up towards the ceiling here. Lengthen the left foot all the way forward to the front of the mat. Good. Take hold both sides of the strap into the right hand and begin to glide the right leg out to the side. As you do that, lengthen the left arm out to the left side and breathe here. Keep feeling the right shoulder drawing back into the right hip socket, or right shoulder socket. Keep feeling the right thigh pressing away from you. Inhale, draw that right leg up towards the ceiling, bend the right knee, hug the right knee in, release the right foot down. Inhale, draw the left knee into the chest. So once again, we'll lengthen the left leg up towards the ceiling here and allow the right leg to extend forward to the front of the mat. Press the left heel away from you. Take both sides of the strap into the left arm. Allow the left shoulder to retract back into the left shoulder socket and begin to float the left leg out to the left side of the room. Right arm extends out to the right. See that the right heel continues to flex, so the right thigh continues to press down. Allow the left outer thigh to continue to lengthen out to the left side of the room. Draw the left leg back to center. Bend the right knee. Hug the left knee into the chest here. And then hug both knees into the chest. Good. As you hug both knees into the chest, extend both legs up towards the ceiling and take the arms up and over the head. Urdhva Hasta Padasana. So as you extend here through the legs, extend those arms and breathe here. Now just lift the arms up off the floor and begin to look at the belly button. See if you can lift up as you draw the belly into the floor. So you're engaging your core muscles here. You're lengthening through the chest, the heart, the sternum. And as you exhale, lower the tailbone down, lower the hands down. Again, inhale, float the chest up. Lift up through those arms. Lift up through the head. Look towards the belly button. And breathe here. See that the belly button grows in towards the back of the spine. See that the chest continues to lengthen up. Exhale, lower the tailbone down, lower the hands down. One more time. Inhale, floating on up. Breathing here. And as you exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Rock the legs forwards and backwards. And inhale, come on up. Take the legs. Bring the legs back behind you. Extend the arms in front of you. Find your way into Child's Pose. Child's Pose, release the head on down. Breathe into the back of the body here. Walk the fingers forward and see that the palms are spread wide apart. Spreading through the fingers, lift the inner forearms up, wrap the outer triceps in. Continue to feel the side ribs lengthening towards the hip bones. Breathe in as you draw the belly in towards the back of the spine. Now seal down through all 10 fingers. Inhale, peel up the chest, heart, and sternum. Tabletop pose. As you exhale, tuck the toes underneath. Turn the fingers slightly out. Downward facing dog pose. Downward facing dog pose. Walk the feet back. See that the outer arms are revolving in. See that the inner arms are lifting up. Allow the chest to move towards the thighs here and release the head all the way down towards the mat. On the next breath, look in between the hands. And then once again, look down towards the floor. Once again, press through the fingers. Allow the shoulder blades to lengthen towards the ceiling. Allow the hip bones to lengthen towards the ceiling. Allow the thigh bones to press back. Walk the feet forward here. Walk the feet forward here. Walk the feet forward. Inhale, lengthening halfway. As you exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Urdhva Hastasana pose. Arms extended. As you exhale, release the hands down to the sides. Inhale, float the arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, hinge at the hips and forward fold. Inhale, lengthening here. And as you exhale, plant the hands down to the mat. Walk the feet back. Downward facing dog pose again. Downward facing dog pose. Step the right foot in between the hands. As you step the right foot forward, spin the left heel down and walk the right toes over to the left side of the mat. Now, as you press the left heel down, firm the right outer hip in and windmill the hands up and out to the sides for Warrior Two pose. See that the right knee is bending. See that you're pressing down heavy into the right heel. As you draw the left arm back, lift both sides of the chest up. Good. Now straighten through the right leg. Hinge at that right hip and begin to glide your right hand down inside of your right leg here for Utthita Trikonasana pose, extended triangle pose. Breathe here as you press down through the right ball of the foot and the right heel. See that the right shin is moving towards the right calf. Allow the right outer hip to draw back as the left hip draws forward. Left thigh presses back, left heel presses down, and then lengthen through the right side of the chest. It's a very important action here. Lift through the left arm, lifts us back up, bend into that right knee again, Warrior Two. So as we bend into Warrior Two here, lengthen through that left arm. Both arms are extended here. Reverse the warrior up towards the ceiling. Windmill the hands down to the mat. Glide your right foot back to meet the left. Plank pose.
Plank pose is the top of a push-up. Spread the fingers wide apart. Allow the shoulders to spread over towards the fingers. Hug the belly in here and breathe. Keep taking the forearms forward as the side ribs draw back. Exhale, find your way back into downward facing dog pose. Downward facing dog pose, step the left foot in between the hands. Spin the right heel down. Heel to arch alignment. So look at the left heel and see that the left heel lines up with the right center of the foot. Inhale, float the arms up. Warrior Two pose. Warrior Two pose. See that your right heel is pressing down. The left heel is pressing down. Feel the left toes are soft here as the right thigh presses back. Good. Hug the left buttocks in here and begin to straighten through that left leg. As you straighten through the left leg, press through the feet again. Feel the inner legs drawing in towards one another. Allow the torso to lengthen all the way to the left side of the room. Release the left hand down outside the left leg. As you press through the left ball of the foot, firm the left outer buttocks in. Lengthen the left side of the chest to the left armpit. Allow your right hand, or allow your eyes to glide towards your right fingers above the head. Press the right heel down, firm the right hip back. Breathe here. Inhale, float the right arm up. Bend into that left knee, Warrior Two pose. Warrior Two, windmilling up, reverse the warrior. Exhale, plant the hands down on the mat. Stepping your left leg back, downward facing dog. And once again, gliding into plank pose. Plank pose, lower the knees down. Let's lower the chest all the way down to the mat here. So walk the hands back towards the side ribs. Elbows begin to hug in towards one another. And begin to peel the chest open and up. See that the chest continues to lengthen forward towards the crown of the head. Feel both outer ribs lengthening towards the armpits here. Press down through the tops of the fingers and begin to notice the trapezius muscles moving away from the ears. Good. Press down through the tops of the feet. Feel the inner legs lifting up. Let the tailbone lengthen towards the backs of the heels. As you exhale here, lower the head down. Now tuck the toes underneath. Press down through the fingers. Press down through the feet. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale. Pressing back for downward facing dog. Downward facing dog pose. Walk the feet forward to the hands. Inhale, lengthening here. Exhale, hinging and folding. Inhale, spinning the arms up towards the ceiling. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, taking the hands back to the sides. Again, inhale, floating the arms up for Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale as we hinge at the hips and release the torso all the way down. Inhale, lengthening through the chest, heart, and sternum. Take the hands down to the mat. Walk the feet back, plank pose. Plank pose here, spread the fingers wide apart. Let the weight be even in the wrists. Good. Lower the knees down, lower the chest all the way down. Inhale, peeling up the chest, heart, and sternum here. As you exhale, tucking the toes underneath, pressing the hips back. Downward facing dog pose. Again, stepping the right foot in between the hands. Spin the left heel down. Press through the right ball of the foot. Hug the right buttocks and inhale, Warrior Two pose. Warrior Two pose here. Begin to hinge at that right hip and take your right hand inside of your right leg. Left arm extends up towards the ceiling. Again, bend deeply into that right knee. Hug the right buttocks in. Allow the left heel to press down as the left thigh draws back. Now take your left palm, turn the left palm to the back of the room. Glide your left hand down to the mat. Inhale, extend your left arm up and over the head here. Lengthen through that left arm as you bend into that right knee. As you inhale here, float that left arm back up. Inhale, lift the left side of the chest up as you breathe. Straighten through that right leg again. One more time, hinge forward. Uttita Trikonasana pose. There we go. All right. From here, continue to breathe. Allow that right hip to draw down. Allow the left hip to draw down. Allow the right hip to draw back. Look down at the mat. Bend into that right knee. Step the left foot in. And then glide the left leg up as you come into Uttita Ardha Chandrasana pose. As we take Ardha Chandrasana pose, press through the right ball of the foot. Feel the right inner leg lifting up. Feel the right arm floating up as the left arm floats up. That's it. Allow the left hip to turn down slightly as you lift through the left side of the chest. Keep a lift in the chest. Bend into that right knee slightly. Softly lower down your left foot. That's it. Now, glide your left arm back up. Utthita Trikonasana. One more time, lift that left arm up as you bend into that right knee. As you bend into the right knee this time, pause. See that both legs are releasing down towards the mat. Feel that heaviness in your right foot. Feel the pressing away into the left heel here. Allow both sit bones to release down. Allow the chest to lift on up. Good. Windmill up, so reverse the warrior here, and then windmill the hands down to the mat. Glide your right foot back. Shift forward into plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, and eventually downward facing dog pose. Downward facing dog pose here, looking forward in between the hands and stepping your left foot forward in between the hands. Spin the right heel out. Walk the left toes to the right side of the mat. Inhale again, warrior two pose. So we sit a little bit for warrior two pose, just seeing that we have some heaviness in those feet. Good. There's a rebounding action that happens in the legs that allows for our legs to lift up, even as we're sinking deeper into the pose. Shift the weight forward. Glide the left hand inside the leg. Extend the right arm up and over the head. As you bend into that left knee, firm the left buttocks in. Allow the right hip to turn down towards the mat. Now take your right hand. Glide your right hand to the back of the mat. Glide your right hand down to the floor. Glide your right arm over the head and extend your right arm from the center chest. As you breathe here, bend a little bit more deeply into that left knee and look up towards those right fingers. Press to the right heel. Glide the right hip back. Glide the left buttocks forward. Inhale, take the right arm up towards the ceiling. Let the right arm lift us up and out of the pose. Warrior two. Warrior two pose, windmilling back again and straightening through your left leg. Now, hinge at your left hip. One more time, drive the left chest forward. Drive the left buttocks back and allow the right arm to float up towards the ceiling here. So as you press through the right heel, spin the right hip down. Allow that right arm to lift up and look down towards the mat. You can keep your right arm lifted if you want as you bend into that left knee. Again, step your right foot in and bring your left hand forward. This time, shift the weight towards the left hand, left foot, and glide the right leg up. As you glide the right leg up, spin the right foot down, inhale. Allow the right side of the chest to lift all the way up towards the ceiling here. So you breathe. All right, bend into that left knee and softly release your right foot down. Utthita Trikonasana, inhale, lifting up. Bend into that left knee again. Reverse the warrior here and then come back to warrior two. So warrior two pose, we sit, we sit, we sit. So we just keep allowing our body to rest down through the feet. There's a strength that starts to happen as you start to feel your legs pressing down or your feet pressing down. There's a lifting action or rebounding action that happens. Exhale, releasing those hands down to the mat. Glide your left leg back. Shift forward into plank. Lower the knees down. Lower the chest all the way down to the mat. Good. Okay, so from here, we're going to take our hands and we're going to bring our hands along sides of the body. You're going to begin to lift the chest hard here as you extend through the fingers and begin to lift the feet off the mat as you take the head down slightly towards the floor. Let the big toe mounds touch as the pinky toe side of the foot begins to lengthen towards the mat. Lengthen the buttocks flesh all the way towards the heels. Breathe here as you draw in the abdomen. Lengthen the chest. As you exhale here, take the hands next to the sides of the chest. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog pose. Good, so downward facing dog pose here. Begin to walk the feet forward to the hands. And inhale, lengthen the chest. As you exhale here, release the head on down. As you inhale, float the arms up towards the ceiling, Urdhva Hastasana pose. And as you exhale, release the hands down to the hips. We're going to take the left knee and bring it to a bent position. You're going to turn the left foot out, and then you're going to draw the left leg up so the left foot comes onto the right thigh crease. You're going to take the right outer hip, and you're going to hug the right outer thigh in here. So now both hands come into the center chest. This is called tree pose.
So continue to feel the right outer hip firming in. Continue to feel the left thigh pressing, or left foot pressing against the right thigh crease. Release the tailbone down towards the heels. Inhale, float the arms up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the fingers here. This is called tree pose. Now, as you hold tree pose here, see that you're pressing down through the right ball of the foot. Continue to wrap the right outer thigh in. Continue to feel the right tailbone lengthening down to the mat. Left outer thigh presses down. Left thigh draws in, or left foot draws into the right thigh crease. Keep lengthening up through those fingers. And as you exhale here, begin to bring those fingers into the center chest. Take your hands to your hips, release the left leg on down. Bring the right knee to a bent position. Spin the right heel out. Draw the right leg up and take the right foot into the left thigh crease. So as you press the right foot into the left thigh crease, press the left thigh into the right foot, press the right foot into the left thigh. There we go. Hands come into the center chest again. We're back in tree pose. So from tree pose, we need to lift up from that rooted leg. So we have a grounded posture. Even though this is a balancing posture, it's also a posture that breeds stability within the body. So feel that rootedness through the left leg. Feel yourself lifting through the center chest. And inhale, float both arms up and over the head. Lengthen through the fingers here, maybe bring the palms together to touch. Wrap the outer arms in and continue to draw your right foot into your left thigh crease. Hands come into the center chest here and release that right foot on down. Good. Inhale, float the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hinging at the hips and folding all the way forward. Inhale, taking the hands to the shins. You're taking the hands to the big toe mounds here as you lengthen the chest on up. As you exhale, bend those elbows, release the head all the way down. Take the hands to the hips again, press through the feet. Inhale, lift the chest, come to standing, raise the arms up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bring the hands back to the sides, palms face the front of the room. Let's add on to this. Inhale, float the arms up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, hinge at the hips and fold here. Inhale, lengthening through the chest, walk the feet back, plank pose. Plank pose, lowering down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, peeling up the chest. Exhale, pressing back for downward facing dog. Step the right foot up in between the hands. Spin the left heel out. Hug the right outer thigh in. Press down through the left heel. Inhale, float the arms up. Warrior one. Warrior one pose. Begin to lift through the chest, the heart, the sternum here. Straighten through the right leg. Walk the right toes over to the left side of the mat. Bend into the right knee again, warrior two pose. So warrior two pose again, being here. Warrior two pose, press through the right ball of the foot, press through the right heel. Allow the right calf to move into the right shin. Allow the right thigh to move towards the right hamstring. Feel both sides of the chest lifting here. Good. Then once again, begin to straighten through that right leg. Hinge at the hip and bring the right hand inside of your right leg this time. Inside of your right leg. Good. Now you're going to take your left hand, glide it behind the back, and place your left hand on the left hip crease. Now, as you feel ready, bend into that right knee, bend into that right knee, bend into that right knee, and clasp hold of your right leg with your hand. So you have your right hand is grabbing hold of your left hand here. From here, keep bending into that knee. You're going to spin your right foot forward, and you're going to release the head down towards the mat here. So release the head down, but spin the chest up towards the ceiling. So the right upper arm draws into the right leg. The right leg draws into the right upper arm. Keep spinning the chest up. Good, and as you feel ready, turn back onto that right foot and bend into that right knee once again. Nice. Release the right hand down to the mat. Inhale, float the left arm up towards the ceiling. Warrior two pose. Reverse the warrior here, and then windmill your hands down to the mat. Glide the right leg back, shift forward, plank pose, chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. Downward facing dog pose, step the left foot in between the hands, spin the right heel out. Press the right heel down, right thigh back. Press the left heel down, left thigh back, and then lift both arms up. As you draw both arms up, the right thigh draws back, but the right hip continues to draw forward. Keep bending into that left knee. Keep feeling your chest lengthening up towards the ceiling here. Good. As you exhale, take the hands out to the side. Bring your hands over, bring your hands out, bring your hands out, bring your hands out, warrior two. From warrior two pose, just continue to sink here. See that your left heel is pressing down. See that your right heel is pressing down. Feel your right thigh drawing to the back of the mat as you lift through the right back ribs. As you bend into that left knee, feel that the left hip is lifting off the left thigh as you lift through both ribs. Good. Then straighten through the left leg. Hinge at that left hip. Bring your left hand inside of your left leg as the right arm draws to the ceiling. Hug the left buttocks in. Bend the right elbow. Place the right hand behind you. Bend the left elbow. Bring the left hand in and grab hold of your hands here. Press to the left ball of the foot. See that the left hip draws in and begin to spin the chest up towards the ceiling one more time. Press through that right heel. Turn the chest. Turn the heart. Turn the sternum. Good, and release the bind. Left hand up, right hand up. Inhale, lifting up. Bend into that left knee once again. Reverse the warrior here and windmill your hands down to the mat. Glide your left leg back, plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, lower the knees down to the mat and find your way into a child's pose. Just take the feet together, knees apart, release the head on down. From child's pose, you're going to lift up. You're going to release the head all the way down. And then from here, you're going to take your hands and interlace your hands over the head. This is called rabbit's pose. Continue to wrap the outer arms away from you as you lift the chest on up. And breathe here. So the weight is actually in the shins and in the arms. Keep lifting those arms up. Keep lifting those arms up. Keep lifting those arms up. You're going to sit on down towards the heels. Inhale. Lift the chest up here. Vidrasana's pose. Inhale, float the arms up here. Exhale, take the hands down to the mat. Spread the fingers wide apart. Find your way back into tabletop pose and eventually pressing back into downward facing dog pose. Downward facing dog pose, looking forward, walking the feet forward towards the hands. Inhale, lengthening here. As you exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. Bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, lift to the chest. Find your way to standing. Good. All right. Once you find your way to standing, hands come to the hips again. Step your feet wide apart. Feet are wide apart here. Lift the chest, lift the heart, lift the sternum. As you exhale, hinge the hips forward and begin to glide the hands down the feet. Bring the hands actually to the floor. Walk the hands back and begin to release the head down towards the mat. So see that your inner legs are lifting up towards the inner thighs. See that the chest is releasing down towards the crown of the head. Allow the elbows to drift up towards the ceiling here as you continue to release the head all the way down towards the floor. Now shift the weight forward from the heels to the toes. Bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers here and take the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Press into the outer edges of the feet. Lift the inner kneecaps up. And breathe here as you release the head down towards the mat. As you breathe here, continue to breathe and lengthen. Nice. As you exhale, release the hands down to the hips. Take the hands down to the mat. Inhale, peeling up the chest halfway. This time, lean on forward, lean on forward, lean on forward. And as you feel ready, begin to once again bend as you grab hold of the big toe mounds of the feet. Can you pull the elbows up towards the ceiling as you take your head all the way down towards the mat? So the inner legs lift up, the shoulders lift up as well. The chest and the side ribs are lengthening forward here. Keep pressing down through the feet. Keep lifting up through those inner knees and breathe. Now lift through the chest, walk the hands up, lift through the heart. You're going to walk the feet in, and take your hands to your hips. Spin your feet over to face the right side of the room. Hands are still on the hips.
Take your hands behind the back here and begin to walk your hands up the back of the spine. As you press the left heel down, drive the right hip back and begin to glide the left side of your chest forward here. As you glide the left side of your chest forward, draw that right hip back again and begin to feel the left hip drawing forward. Chest is drawing towards that right foot. Lengthen through the crown of the head here. And then from here, you're going to bend into that right knee. Put a bend in that left knee slightly. And then begin to step your left leg forward into Virabhadrasana 3 pose. Warrior 3 pose here. Fingers interlaced behind the back. From Warrior 3 pose, glide the left leg up, glide the left leg up, glide the left leg up, and come back into tree pose. So come back into that tree pose that we came in earlier in the class. Hands are at the center chest. From tree pose, we're going to begin to move into Padangusthasana variations. So you're going to start by taking your middle finger and your pointer finger and wrapping them around your big toe mound. Right hand is on the right hip. Now, begin to draw the left knee into center and begin to extend your left leg all the way forward as you lean back here with the chest. Lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Draw that knee in, draw that knee in, draw that knee in. You're going to take Supta Padangusthasana B. Supta Padangusthasana B. Begin to extend your left leg out to the left side as you lift the chest on up. Lean back, lean back, lean back. Good. Come back to center. Take your right hand, place it around your outer left shin. And then if you'd like, you can grab the outer foot. Glide that leg forward, glide that leg forward, glide that leg forward, and take your left arm back. Lift the chest, lift the heart, lift the sternum here. Good. Lift that leg up, reach the arms up, and softly release that leg on down. Hands come down to the earth here as you release the head all the way down towards the mat. Hands come to the hips here as you begin to lift the chest back up into standing. Find your way to the center of the mat. Step the feet wide apart. I actually forgot something. From here, you're going to glide the hands down, glide the hands down, glide the hands down. You're going to take your legs and turn them to the other side now. Turn your legs to the other side and begin to lift the chest up. Hands are on the hips. Again, you're going to take the hands behind the back. Fingers are touching. And lean forward and lean forward and lean forward. So just be here. Be here for a moment. Press to that right heel. Drive the right outer hip forward. Press to the left ball of the foot. Drive the left hip back. Continue to lengthen through the chest, heart, and sternum here. Bend into the left knee. Step the right foot forward, and then lift the right leg up. Keep lifting through that right foot. Keep pressing through the right heel. Keep lifting through the chest. Now draw the right foot in. Draw the right foot in. Draw the right foot in. Bring the right leg up. Right knee is bent. And grab hold of your right big toe mound with your middle finger and your pointer finger of your right hand. From here, glide the right leg forward, glide the right leg forward, glide the right leg forward. So Padangusthasana variation A. And then bring that leg back to a bent position. We're going to bring the foot back into Vrksasana. All right, hands are at the center chest and breathe here. We're going to take Padangusthasana variation B. So grab hold of the big toe mound of the foot. Once again, extend that leg out, extend that leg out, extend that leg out. So leg extends out to the side, lift the chest, lift the heart, lift the sternum, both sides of the buttocks drift down, and then drive that leg back. All right, knee comes back to center. Pause. Take your left hand, bring it over your right shin. Take your right hand and extend it back behind you here. Now take hold of the outer side of your right foot as you extend your right leg forward, lift both sides of the chest up. And breathe here. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. Right leg extends up. Softly release the right foot on down. Come back to the center of the mat. Okay. Spin the palms to the front of the room. All right. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to find our way onto at a wall. And we're going to begin to kick up for handstand pose, okay? So the prep for handstand pose is this.
you're going to take your hands and you're going to bring your hands to your side ribs. So you're going to see that your thumbs are in line with your side ribs here. And you're going to walk to the wall, release the hands down the wall, walk the feet back until the arms are straight and the feet are right under the heels. Release the head on down. So just be here for a moment. This is called puppy dog pose. Spread the fingers across the wall. Keep drawing the hips back. Keep releasing down through the crown of the head. All right. From here, you're going to walk the feet in. You're going to walk the feet in. You're going to walk the feet in. Lift the chest up. Good. All right. Next part. So now, what you're going to do is you're going to find your way at the wall, and you're going to take a downward facing dog pose with your heels at the wall. So you're not going to be that far away from the wall, only like 3 feet. Only like a 3-foot version of downward facing dog. So see that the heels come to the wall. Walk the feet in. See that the heels come to the wall. Press through the heels. Press through the hands. Chest comes to the wall. Take your right foot, place your right foot about buttocks height, and press your right foot into the wall. Then take your left foot, walk it up the wall, and then begin to straighten the legs here. As you straighten the legs, look up towards the belly button. Keep pressing down through those hands. Maybe float the right leg up. Keep pressing through those hands here. Keep looking up at that foot and breathe here. Lower that foot on down. Then take the left leg up. So again here, press through those hands. Lengthen through the side ribs. Breathe here. Exhale, lowering that foot down and come into child's pose now. So find your way back into your child's pose. From child's pose, we come back into downward facing dog. Okay, now to practice the kick-ups. So what you're going to do, and you really want to make sure that first you have a sense of stability in your body. So to know if you're ready to kick up, you should be able to hold a plank pose comfortably for a minute at the very least, just to have the arm strength to be able to kick up. Hopefully longer than that. But you really want to have good arm strength here. If your arms are not strong, it's not a good idea to try to kick up, because your muscles in your arms are what are going to be like your legs. So your legs hold up your whole body. Now your arms are going to be holding up your whole body. Secondly, you want to see that you have a length happening in the body. So you want to see that you can you have strength or proprioception, which is your observation in your legs. So you can observe that your feet are kicking, or you can observe that your feet are lifted. That's important here because your legs are going to be above your head. So you have to know how to control your legs in this pose. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take yourself to the wall, and you're going to spread the fingers wide apart about 3 inches away from the wall. Just 3 inches, no more than that. Then you're going to press your hands down, and you're going to lift the legs up. So you come into a downward facing dog right at the wall. Then you begin to look towards the hands and walk the feet forward to the hands until your shoulders are over the wrists. So be here. Now bend the left knee and begin to use the right leg as a lever. And you're just going to try to kind of lift up through that right leg and lift up through that right leg. So you're going to practice this jumping action. You don't even have to take your leg to the wall yet. You're just going to practice jumping just to see if you feel comfortable and confident enough to do this, okay? Then you're going to walk even closer to the wall, so the head's almost even touching the wall here as you wrap those outer arms in. Keep looking down to the floor. Eventually, you're going to see if you can kick that leg up. And you lift up, and you lift up, and you lift up, and then eventually you bring your other foot to the wall. Once both feet are at the wall, press down through the hands. Wrap the outer arms in. So you really want to feel into your fingers here. Even though you're lifted, you want to feel into those fingers. And you want those fingers to be pressing down. You want to feel the wrapping of the outer arms here. So remember, what's on the ground is lifting us up. What's on the ground is lifting us up. So the hands are the most important part of the pose. Wrap the outer arms in. Firm the triceps. Hug the belly in. Hug the belly in. Hug the belly in. Maybe begin to feel those legs drifting away from the wall here, even if not for a second. And then from here, to come out of the pose, you're going to softly lower the legs down and come into a forward fold. And you can always come back into downward facing dog. We're going to do it one more time, okay? So once again, fingers are spread wide apart. Remember, what is on the ground is lifting us up. So usually our legs are on the ground. They lift the body up. Now our hands are on the ground. So we need to feel the strength in our arms. If it feels like your arms are not strong enough yet, work on arm strengthening practices. That is the key to this pose. It's not some form of magic. It's your strength in your arms to be able to control the rest of your body. In this particular pose, legs draw up, downward facing dog. Step your right foot in. Then from here, left leg is back. Now look forward, look forward, look forward, and begin to take the head forward so the shoulders come directly over the wrists. The left leg is a lever here. What I've heard is instead of kicking up from the left leg, and you can try this, this is a little bit more challenging, you're going to lift up from the right thigh. So even though the left leg is up, you're actually lifting up from the right leg, not the left. It's a whole different type of action. Again, come into the fingers. So you need to feel those fingers pressing down. You need to feel those fingers hugging in, just like downward facing dog. You need to feel those fingers rooting you as you feel lifted. It's very important. So the fingers in this pose are the key. Wrap those outer arms in. Belly hugs in here. Belly hugs in. Keep coming into those fingers. Keep coming into those fingers. Keep coming into those fingers. That's it. And then as you exhale, lower your legs on down. Release the head down and breathe here. Good. Hands come to the hips, lift the chest, come back up. All right. So from here, let's come down onto our backs and hug the knees into the chest. Just start opposite of the pose. You're going to take your left knee into the chest here. You're going to bring your left leg over the right side of the body. Open the left arm out to the side. Breathe. Come back to center. Draw the right knee in. Take the left leg forward and glide the right leg over the left side. And breathe. Okay, come back to center again. And then from here, bring those knees back to a bent position. Take the hands to the sides of the mat. Walk the shoulders underneath, bridge pose. Just press down through the hands, interlace the fingers, and press down through the feet. Wrap the outer thighs in. Lengthen the buttocks towards the backs of the knees. Continue to feel the shins drawing towards the calves, thighs drawing towards the hamstrings, tailbone lengthening up as the belly draws towards the back body. And let the chest draw towards those shoulder blades as the shoulder blades draw into the chest. Exhale, releasing on down here. Let the hands release out to the sides. And you're going to take the left leg and cross it over the right. Walk both hips over to the left side and then bring the legs over towards the right side here. Jartha Parivartanasana Garandasana legs. Uncross the legs, recross the legs the other way. Scoot the hips over and take the legs over to the other side. Left hand comes over to the top of the right thigh. Release the legs over. All right, and back to center again. So now, one more time. You're going to press down through the hands, interlace the fingers to the side edges of the mat. Begin to lift the pelvis up, interlace the hands underneath the back. Okay, from here, you're going to begin to extend your right leg forward and your left leg forward. Feel the inner legs lengthening. Feel the outer thighs drawing in. Feel the chest lengthening as well. This is a very long version of the pose. Keep pressing through the wrists. Keep pressing through the forearms. Keep pressing through the fingers. Thighs down, chest up. Good. Walk those feet in. Walk those feet in. Walk those feet in. Exhale, release the knees down to the mat. Hug your knees into the center chest again. Take the left knee, bring it in, cross it over the right foot, thread the needle pose. Grab hold of the back of your right leg and breathe here. And then take yourself over to the other side. Now the right thigh draws over the left leg. And then hug the back of the left leg in. And breathe. And release that left foot down. And release that right foot down. Good. And then from here, what I'd like you to do is roll your way up. Roll your way up, roll your way up. Take your right leg in front of your left leg. Cross your legs here. Good. Flex your feet and just begin to fold forward. So release the chest down, release the heart down. Hands continue to walk forward. Simple cross-legged pose, forward fold. And then taking your other leg and bringing it in front. And again. Walking back. And then from here, hugging your knees into the chest. Happy baby's pose. Grab hold of the big toe mounds of the feet. Lift those heels up towards the ceiling. Draw the outer shoulder blades down to the mat. From here, release the feet down. Bring your block, place it directly underneath your legs, knees are bent. Release your feet down to either side. Release the palms down as you walk the shoulders forward and out. And breathe here. Bring the legs together, extend the legs on forward. Palms face the ceiling. Release the legs out to the sides and breathe. Eventually begin to bend the knees. Roll the legs over onto a side. Press down through the hands. Inhale, peel up the chest. Find your way into a simple cross-legged pose again. As you find your way into a cross-legged posture, take the hands to the center chest. Release the chin towards the chest. Namaste, guys. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. We still have one more practice to go. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys again. My name is Jason Gorenstein. This is our Hatha Yoga Level 1-2 class.
Happens every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. So hopefully you guys can join us. If you enjoyed the class, thumbs up, heart sign. You can obviously share, comment. I got a little Venmo QR code if you feel like contributing. I hope that you have a wonderful day today. Please be well. Take these off here. Please be well. Please be happy. And I will look forward to seeing you all soon. Namaste, yogis. Thank you guys so much. See you guys soon. Bye, guys.